from me. Hope you what I'm destined to be. Pack up your bags if you down to...
It is time for a very special episode of NBA 2K TV.
It's our 6th annual...
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the Los Angeles Clippers facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. So the Clippers win the tip. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Paul. Elton Brand is out there with Griffin. Then it's Maggette, and it's McAdoo in at the small forward position.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Pulls up from the corner, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
We know Westbrook has turned himself into a terrific jump shooter. Very difficult to contest his shots.
Paul passes to Maggette. Brand left side. Inside. No good from Maggette. And so Allen will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Here's Kemp. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Griffin down low. KD's on him. Griffin's shot is off. Oklahoma City moving it around. Count the basket.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
The pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. Brand trying to free himself up. Paul can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Westbrook against Maggette. Here's Griffin. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And this is a guy, Shawn Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Paul. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Westbrook, no good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Here's McAdoo, defended by Allen. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
Pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. Here's Maggette, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Durant, and that one good. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Maggette against Westbrook. Maggette outside. Four on the shot clock. And Durant comes to help. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Here's George. Jordan with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Sikma. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Jordan. Lou Williams out there with McAdoo. And it's Manning in at the 4. Johnson for 3. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Manning. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Passes it to Sikma. And stolen by Jordan. He lobs it up. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Sikma. Over Jordan. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Williams with a clean look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From deep, Ellis. Clippers leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
The offensive rebound. Jordan the pass to Manning. They get it back. Six to shoot to the left side wing. Here's Nixon over Johnson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Oklahoma City. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Paul George. Brown comes in for Ellis. And it's Williams in for Johnson. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Brown against Harper. And it's Brown missing. On offense, here are the Clippers. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run and taken away by Brown. Williams gets the bucket. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Harper. Here's Nixon. He's guarded by Williams. Maggette. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 4. And Williams, here we go. Second shot opportunity. Haywood gets the bucket.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Here's Nixon. He's guarded by Williams. To the inside. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. teams deciding to change it up. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Brown the pass to Durant. Nice tee from Maggette.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Free passes to Maggette. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 6. And the layup's good off the glass.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Harper against Brown. Right side Harper. Here's Maggette. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 4. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They found their rhythm in the second quarter and have to be feeling good here at the break, holding on to that 4-point lead. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting. Not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit. Not able to lock in on anything.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Gary Payton is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Sean Kemp, and it's Durant, and it's Allen in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's McAdoo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McAdoo's got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Payton. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Griffin kicks to Paul. Goes up from the top of the key. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Oh!
My goodness. Boy, it will take more than that kind of defense to stop this guy. Russell Westbrook so fierce on the interior.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league.
Here's Westbrook. They get the rebound. Allen outside. There's the pass to Payton. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now. Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Paul. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Here's Griffin, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
And Griffin has battled knee injuries during his career, but his persistence is incredible. Still a nightly double-double threat.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 6. Johnson kicks to Haywood. And slam dunk by Haywood.
In the ultimate combo guard, Johnson can pass with the league's best playmakers.
Johnson against Free. Right side, Griffin. Pass to Free and taken away by Johnson. George dishes to Haywood, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Williams kicks to Griffin, passes it to Free. Doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Oklahoma City, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
There may be long-range shooters with better numbers than Ellis, but no one has more confidence. There isn't a shot from any spot on the floor that Ellis doesn't think he can sink.
Lewis checked in for Oklahoma City. Free passes to Jordan. Williams against Haywood. Here's Free. The rim-rattling 2-handed jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Johnson outside. 4 seconds left. Great D that time from Jordan.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Free out there with Walton. Then there's Harper. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Nixon in at the point. And the basket by Free.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Down low. 14 feet away. Rebound by the Clippers.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Walton, and Walton throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
They get it again. Here's Nixon. And another shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Eldon Brand's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kaman comes in for Walton. McAdoo is checked in for Free. And it's Maggette in for Ron Harper. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The Thunder with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 11. Releases. Nixon gets the bucket. Nixon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And here is Los Angeles now. And stolen by Payton. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
Free throw drops for KD. Al Paul. To the wing on the left. Griffin inside, defended by Durant. Oh, Griffin in position. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Payton against Paul. Corey Maggette on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City.
Wow. You know the ball is going in when Russell Westbrook steps into these moments. Just so adept at hitting big shots.
Bounce pass from Paul. Griffin. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Allen kicks to Payton. Allen passes to Kemp over Maggette. And there's Sean Kemp on the assist by Allen. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 2. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. That's you guys.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Ball against Payton.
Griffin continuing to own the paint. A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Westbrook passes to Durant. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Paul dishes to Griffin. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back at 6. Paul against Allen. Paul's shot is off. Pass to Westbrook to tie it up. Got it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
This guy is clutch. He's money. If the game's in the balance, Russell Westbrook says it's my turn.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Paul. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Griffin is out there with McAdoo. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Maggette. And it's Brand in at the center, filling out the middle. Allen inside the three-point line. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Paul outside. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kemp, and the rejection by Brand. The pass to McAdoo. He's looking for Brand and finds it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brand's got his first points of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Westbrook. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
The motor of Russell Westbrook is absolutely amazing. This guy stays with his shot even through the tough contact.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Paul for 3. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Westbrook, money!
I'll tell you this, Russell Westbrook is absolutely cooking on the offensive end. You can see the opponent's head coaches shaking their heads like, uh-oh.
56 seconds left in overtime. Bounce pass from Paul. Here's Griffin. Good!
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Offensive rebound. Here's Kemp. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And no doubt, Paul is still a top-tier point guard, a determined defender, and, of course, a remarkable distributor. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Here's Paul. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal move above the rim.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
Well, MVP is already attached to Kevin Durant's name. But what I love, he continues to excel and improve.
Durant nails both of them. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 3. There's 10 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love, Greg, is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Kicks to Paul. To the paint. Here's Griffin. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2, and we'll return shortly. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
Russell Westbrook might be the most unique point guard in NBA history. What a great sense for when to fly to the slam.
And here is Los Angeles now. Paul looking around. Here's Griffin. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And the shot goes down.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Ball against Durant. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Big points there on the slam. He had a much smaller man on him and took him to task. Just a massive play.
Allen finds Payton. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. For 3, Westbrook. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Paul passes to McGinn. Again, Los Angeles.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game. For many years, he's made everyone around him better.
Westbrook drives in. lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Allen with the rebound. Paul's gone 3 of 9 shooting. Here's KD, and it's sent back by McAdoo. Paul passes to Brand.
Reason number one, CP3 is out there making strong passes, keeping the offense flowing.
Baseline J on the way, and the rebound goes to Griffin. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And that one's good by Maggette.
And this is why Griffin is so valuable to his team, always willing to share the rock. And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Chris Paul, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. What's your take, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Los Angeles on D. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Blake Griffin, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 6. 17 seconds left in the second overtime period, and here we are. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And that's an intentional foul.
Kevin Durant, that's his 5th personal foul. At the line for the Clippers, Blake Griffin.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Chris Paul, 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets a head of steam behind him. Forget about it.
Here's Payton. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. So the Clippers with the win. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.